like my energy before engagement?
Grew up having nothing, you're labeled impatient. But once the boss...
A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. It can certainly get loud inside this building, and just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Green Bay Packers. Time for a much-needed and much-welcome diversion. The NFL is back. Here we go, Week 1. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. Play action, Cousins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down.
As the tight end position continues to grow in importance and gain respect, you understand even more why the Vikings selected Irv Smith out of Alabama in 2019 in the second round. They already had a big-time tight end in Kyle Rudolph. But now with Smith, you diversify the offense. You've got two big targets who can go down the middle of the field and make big catches. Expect that trend to continue in 2020.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They go play action. Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
He was brought down at his 49-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Open man, his Thielen is complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. Cook able to escape. And get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
They run again on first down. Cook. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
At the Packers' 11-yard line.
They'll try to throw now. Cousins. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Down and goal.
From the gun, here's Cousins. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
They'll run for it. Cook. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. Cook turned away on 4th and goal. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4.
Smith on the tackle.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. Steps away to his left. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. In his own end zone, it's Rodgers. And this one hauled in by Tavon Austin. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. On 4th down, here's Green Bay's 3rd-year punter, J.K. Scott. Back deep is a very dangerous Mike Hughes. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Boy, Dalvin Cook just so explosive in the open field. He's not a small guy either. Once he gets those legs churning, look out. Off the play fake, Cousins. Smith catches left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Irv Smith Jr., 27 yards. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive. Bringing out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. A run with Jones on 1st down, not going to yield much. A yard tops. 2nd down coming up. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Following the interception, Cousins sliding out of the... And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Irv Smith Jr. with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first-quarter lead.
14. Packers.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
1st and 10. At
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
2nd and 6 at the 27.
From the 27, Rodgers completing it to the right side. Johnson. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now a first down carry by Jones. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. DJ Waddle in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And Adams has it, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else.
And we talk so much from a defensive perspective about scheming and finding ways to take away the run. That means the offense has to devise different ways to get the ball in the hands of their guy out of the backfield. Find open space, let him run, and big things can happen, and they did right there.
And his top speed, as computed by Next Gen Stats, not bad. He was pushing 20 miles an hour. Great corner route there, not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Cousins. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
To throw, Cousins. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Smith. That catch good for only a couple.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Here's Cousins. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. Touchdown, Vikings! Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. It seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
A gain of 18 on the play. And a Packer first down.
That's a jet sweep. This is Adams. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
41-yard line.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
The tackle made by Michael Pierce. A 2-yard gain.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. He gets it left side to Johnson. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Play action now. Cousins. That'll be complete to Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point, because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
1st down, Green Bay.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the 1st half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. The rookie Jeff Gladney picks it.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Play fake. Cousins. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Now Cousins. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Adam Thielen there to make the grab. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. And this one through the uprights and good.
Vikings 35, Packers 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
First down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
Second down.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers throwing the out route and complete. That's Adams. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they start the second half with Johnson. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 19-yard line.
Here's Rodgers. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football, and the Vikings pick up the football. And it won't count for 6.